Yes, I actually have played mixed with both of the guys here, and so I can't play any favorites. So we'll see. I'm really excited about this one.
Brascia starts with some really fine play in that first rally, forcing the unforced error from Koller. Although if it's forced, it's not really unforced, is it? Well, if that rally's anything to look forward to, we're in for a long, hard, and fun match to watch if you're a spectator.
I'm looking forward to it. That was entertaining. I mean, we saw everything there.
Unforced error that time, though. Still 0-0. Smart play, just being patient, not trying to do too much. Really waiting for that unforced error. Martina, you know these players well. What would you be looking for if you're maybe coming from this perspective as a coach or somebody who's trying to help these players win this match?
So I feel like I still need to see a little bit more as well. I mean, like we saw in the matches before, they're just settling in. It's a lot of side outs, a couple of unforced errors, and people, you know, it takes a little bit to get into the match.
Misses the drop. That was well short. Just pops up over our little tent here. We're on the grandstand court, just outside the championship court. We're in Pickleball, as I mentioned already, Daytona Beach. Pickleball, the third largest facility in the country, 49 courts.
I love this facility, just saying.
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility. They've really thought of a lot of things. And speaking with the CEO yesterday, he told me they're looking at expansion. Right now, the tape and the net is getting a lot of action from both of these players, teams.
2-1-2. Side out. I saw that. 1-2-1.
I don't know if you could hear that frustration coming from the court, but right now both teams really not playing their best.
No, I think they're both teams just settling in. I think we can expect that to change pretty soon.
Little touch shot from Koller, dropping that ball over.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for AJ to hit a lob. He's known for that. He loves to lob. So we'll see when that comes.
Yeah, he did one earlier. It worked. It worked.
It works. And he hits it from any position on the court.
We saw Burrows earlier try to lob Diescu.
Well, you don't want to lob Diescu. Probably the tallest
I think
guy
so, yeah.
on tour.
3-1-2.
Koller just missing another one. Again, the unforced errors are coming from both sides, but Dizon Koller lead.
1-4-1.
Brascia serving.
Second serve. One, 4-2.
We should mention that it's a bit blustery out here. The wind is not consistent, and you kind of get that sense of players maybe not that comfortable with how the wind is moving around, some mishits, etc. The environment definitely is a factor for players in pickleball.
It is, and especially on these courts, the little breeze. But we'll see. We'll see if that's the factor or is just how this match is going to play out.
And again, an uncharacteristic mishit from Ge, who just let that ball hit the tip of his paddle and die.
Yeah, and the ball is just dipping a little bit faster on the side of Mary, Brascia, and
Right.
Augie, and I think that has to do with the wind a little bit. So let's see if they can adjust. Oof, and that stayed in. Great shot from AJ.
Yeah, a little shake of his head like, well, I'll take it.
Yeah.
We all take them.
And rare sighting of seeing Augie on the left.
Yeah, very interesting.
I think that's just to change something up a little bit, give them a different look.
But it's not working. Ge, again,
No.
with an unforced error that just dies on his paddle.
Yeah, I think they do need to, yeah. And Mary signaled it. They're going to switch again.
Oh, my goodness. Ge was, you could see he was running to the right as he was hitting that ball. And as a consequence, he didn't hit that ball in the middle of his paddle. It was the tip of his paddle. Ge and his partner, Brascia, say, you know what? Welcome back, everybody. It's the first game that goes to fantastic facility. Lots of cheering going on around us.
Yeah, there's a big crowd at the CC court. So
and here comes a big bluster of wind as it comes through, and definitely a challenge for these players. But of course, they're pros, very experienced. They should be accustomed to adjusting, and you could see a little conversation between the two wearing red about this wind. Brascia with a smile puts that one long. Koller, flick of the wrist, lots of spin, catches it down at the feet of his opponent.
what?
Well, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
It was almost like both teams stopped play.
They did. They kind of they were in a practice mode. But I think maybe they're saying it hits
Somebody's leg?
maybe
Short
Mary.
skirt? I'm not really sure. Look.
Let's see what we can see. Oh, there it is. Ooh, okay.
But
I think she hit it. Oh,
it looked like the tip of her paddle. Maybe hit her leg before.
that's
so
so
hard to tell.
It does look like it hit her.
Oh, maybe.
From this angle, it looks like the ball did change the direction a little bit, but
102, Mary serving.
I mean, it would be worth a challenge, right?
yeah, but I mean, it's so hard. Yeah, I'm not a ref. I won't make a
Well,
call
the ref
on that.
doesn't. I mean, the players there had an opportunity to.
They did. They did.
And it'll be interesting to see how this mini timeout affects the players, because we just had 2 minutes of we're standing around.
0-1-1.
Oh, good leave.
Serve.
Koller going for a little too much on that one.
0-1-2. Side out.
Side out.
A little bit of a frustration from Megan.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised given that you won the first comfortably. It's just the start of the second. A little high from Dizon and really punished by Brascia. More than ready to put that one away. And a much better start from the 10 seeds here as they switch sides. Koller, though, playing smart, just putting it on the paddle, making the opponent hit another defensive shot.
2-0-2.
2-0-2.
Side out.
But just doesn't seem to be on his game today, at least this afternoon. A lot of unforced errors, drops,
0-2-1.
and resets in particular. Well, this time, Koller says, I can make mistakes too.
0-2-2.
Oof.
Side out.
It really is the start of game one. It was players just making simple unforced errors. Back and forth we go. 2-0-1.
Yes. And Mary and Augie are up 2-0. Ooh, there it definitely hit her leg.
Yeah,
so
it did. No argument that time.
Great pickup there from AJ.
It really was.
2-0-2.
Oh.
Koller really attacking up at the center of the court with that forehand. Puts a lot of pace on with that wrist.
0-2-1. Point.
Out wide, unable to get it over the net. And right now, Martina, if I'm
1-2-1.
the 6 seeds, I might be going to him a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. And they are doing that.
Of course, I say that, and what does he do? But puts one down. They should pay us, really. We can set this up for them.
Oh,
Oh,
great
just
shot.
almost cleared that tape.
Yes. That was going to be an amazing shot from Mary. Just a tiny bit there. And you could feel that gust of wind just coming during the point. It's so hard to adjust while it happens during the point.
Koller again attacking that backhand. Talk a little bit about playing a lefty, because 10% of the population are left-handed. It certainly makes it a different challenge in pickleball.
It is different. It definitely is a different dynamic, because usually the girls kind of ding cross court to each other. Now there's a guy, but it goes both ways. I like playing with lefties. It gives it a different, perspective, and you have 2 forehands in the middle there as well. So it's definitely interesting. It can be good and a bad thing with the 2 forehands in the middle, as we know.
Great poach that time by Guh. Seeing the opportunity high, racing across as a left-handed player. Nothing sweeter than that.
Yeah, great read from Augie there.
3-3-1.
Ball just stayed in. It's one of those balls you're just begging to keep going long if you're waiting for it. It stayed in. Drive hit the net. 3-3-2. That's tremendous defense from Guh, and then forces Koller to just catch that ball with his paddle.
Yeah, got a little bit lucky there with the tape. It popped the ball up for Augie.
Dizon misses the backhand volley to the left side. What a different game 2 this has turned into. This is kind of what we expected. If you're just joining us. Koller with the ball into the net. If you're just joining us, it was Dizon and Koller who just raced away with game 1, 11-1. But the wind shift as the player shifted. Guh and Brascia turned the ball over, but they have a 3-point lead. Koller having a little conversation with his partner. But then misses the third. Tremendous play from Guh. Really covered that middle with his left hand.
And there was a 2-handed forehand from Mary, if I was not mistaken.
6-3-1.
What a shot. Great angle there from Brascia. Catching Koller too far into the middle. He couldn't pick it up. Very nice play.
7-3-1.
7-3-1.
Second serve.
And a missed third.
Ball goes long from Dizon. And again, we're just going to see the timeout, I think, from Dizon. Yes, we will. Okay.
2.
Yeah, the referee had 8. So the referee had stopped the play because Dizon had spoken to Brascia during the rally, which you obviously can't do. And because the rally continued, Brascia could have challenged that it did, but didn't challenge at the right time.
So no, it was Dizon that could have challenged Brascia. So what happens is they have to stop the play. If they're 100% certain that the ball hit your opponent's leg, you have to stop the point and not keep playing. What happened? All 4 players basically kept playing, and the zone kind of was just talking to their opponent. So they weren't able to challenge that at the end of the day. And
just a little bit out from Brascia. Dizon and Koller, they're 6 points away from parity. 2 servers. And it starts with 1 by 1, right? Point by point.
5-10-2.
None of these 4 players from Florida. Oof.
Side out. I said they had 2 servers. It was only 1. My mistake. So another game point.
10-5-1.
10-5. Let's see if they can close this game out.
Ooh, it somehow stayed in. How about that? So what a turnaround. Dizon and Koller won the first 11-1.
Verbal side means you're switch at 6, and then you get to play the rest of the match on the other side.
Ooh. Just squeaked in.
Yeah, great shot there. So all 4 of these players actually played tennis before pickleball. AJ played hockey as well.
That's right. 4 years in college, showing skills translate across. Certainly a fine pickleball player too.
0-1-1.
Oh my goodness.
Lucky or unlucky, however we want to look at it, but
it is what it is. You got to take it. Ball just clears that tape. And we saw Guy really struggle on this side.
1-0-1.
yeah, we'll see if that really is what it is. The wind a little bit, that his ball just doesn't penetrate as much as it does from the further side.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mary pulls it just a little bit too much there on that backhand.
Tried to be a little too precise, did Brascia?
Oof, yeah, but that would have been an ATP if I'm not mistaken either way.
Probably
so
right.
That was a risky shot with little reward.
Good start for Dizon and Koller. 2-0. Dizon and Koller have been on court a lot today. They had 3-gamer to get here. So this is their 6th game of the day. Really stepping into that one, saw the opportunity, jumped on it, put it away.
And just wide there from Megan.
1-2-1.
Not that time. Martina, you feel like every point that you can win being on the closest side to the camera is worth 2 almost.
Yeah, anything. I feel like anything, if I was playing, anything I can get on this side is just, you know, and as close as I can get to 6, or if I can get to 6, obviously even better, but.
A recall serve at 2-2.
Missed serve.
Oh, goodness. So we had a missed return followed by a missed serve.
2-2-1.
I mean, I know we were saying about many or more unforced errors here in this match, but the conditions are not easy with this wind. It's kind of who manages to be a little bit more consistent and take, you know, play into the wind better than the other ones. It's really, it's tough. It's not easy to play pickleball in wind.
Not at all. Not at all.
It won't be pretty usually. Oof. She did get that, huh?
Was it in?
Augie's ball was in. I wasn't sure about Mary's ball.
Wow.
Great shot there.
3-2-2.
Dizon with the unforced error puts the ball into the net. You can see in her expressions how frustrated she is with that shot. 2-3-1. And that was a high drive from Guh. Really went for it. Koller was just standing right there.
2-3-2.
And another third shot. And maybe that's why he's driving. He's struggling with that third shot in this wind.
Yeah, it's in the wind. I mean, most of the people drive the third shot to try to get an easier ball after that. It's not easy to be precise in this wind.
Ooh.
Whoa, good fault on that one.
Good fault on the kitchen line
That
from
did-
Koller.
Oof, that's a tough one, because that did not seem to be a hard shot, or that he was in a position to, you know, needing to make that error. Just
Dizon, yeah, a little bit too low to maybe hit that shot. Goes for too much. No points scored. Still 2-3.
2-3. That's on me. I'll recall. 2-3-1.
And we saw that ball earlier just catch the back of that line and skid, making it very difficult for Guh and Brascia. They're smiling about it.
2-3-2.
And there's the poach again from Guh. Brascia with a very nice drive to set that up.
very nice deep low to the net drive. Gets a pop-up from Megan, and Augie was all over that ball to finish it up. Oh.
It's still going.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Go with some
I thought
tremendous defense. Take another look.
Oh, I thought he touched that ball before, but this doesn't seem like it here.
Really
On the
smart play,
replay.
though, from Koller. Just
Great
to
job.
dink that over. Good point.
Great cover from Mary. We gotta mention that.
Yeah. Ooh,
Oh,
just out. Koller thinks about a challenge. We haven't had a challenge so far today.
I wonder if they're gonna challenge that. I mean, looks like it would be a lost challenge because the ball seemed to be out. I'm sitting right here on the line.
Yeah.
3-3-2. Point.
Dizon puts that one away.
And that's a point. We're at 4-3.
Dizon, a former
4-3.
top junior tennis player in California.
Side out. Three, four, one.
Also an accomplished swimmer. Wow, you could just see the ball just literally die in the wind from
I
that
mean, if
drop.
you just look at their shirts, if
Yeah.
you look at Augie's shirt there, you can see how much breeze there is.
And I think the challenge is that it's inconsistent.
Right. If it was blowing, you know, all the time the same direction and just it at all times, it's, you know, you adjust to it. But it's one of those where we have almost no breeze and then suddenly we get a big gust.
Koller, very nice. Checks his feet to make sure he isn't in the kitchen that time, and then backs away. We talked about the duper rankings of these two. It's almost identical. 51% chance for Dizon and Koller to win this. And they will with pop-ups like that. Koller more than happy to put that ball down.
And you can see how much power AJ Koller has on those shots there, on forehand and backhand,
And
both
short
sides.
swing.
Yes.
Compact.
Very compact.
And again, so we go. 6-3-1. Those smashes can be tricky as that ball floats in the wind, but really maintained his patience. Let the ball drop. Put the ball away.
He did, but he did play it with a big margin for error and really didn't go for too much. That's a smart shot.
But did that time, went for the corner, missed it, and it's a point.
7-3-2.
They need to get a side out as soon as possible here. Ooh, wow.
Koller.
Great shot from AJ Koller there. Beautiful back forehand.
And all of a sudden, Dizon and Koller are looking at the finish line. No timeout taken by Guh and Brascia.
8-3-2.
It's starting to get away. Guh hit a miss hit on the return, but got away with it. A long way to go in this third game, but
3-8-1.
as was said, it's always possible. And it starts with that. Another poach. He's been doing that a number of times in this match.
Yeah, he got a good read on that. When Mary hits that ball, or wherever of them two, if they hit it low, it most likely is going to be a pop-up. Oof. Now, this time he went a little too low to the net.
4-8-2.
And there it is, the wind.
Oh, goodness. That ball just died on the return.
It did.
Koller's laughing. It just, what can you do sometimes other than just try to get the ball over?
And just like that, we have a 3-point game again.
5-8-2.
Oh.
Side out.
He was there. He just needed a little bit extra. Or like a split second earlier.
8-5-1.
Okay, let's see if Megan can run with this.
Well,
Wow.
that first reset from Dizon was outrageous. Couldn't do it twice in a row.
8-5-2.
Amazing, amazing reset there from Megan.
There's a mishit from Koller. So no points earned,
No
crucially. It was 8-3. It's now, or excuse me, it was 3-8. It's now 5-8. Can they climb on it? Well, Brascia a little too close for Koller, and he was right there. Tremendous defense from Brascia.
Great defense, yeah.
And again, just the timing a little bit off from Koller by the looks of it. Winner of this takes on either Brighton Bar or Getcheva and Stone. So far, Brighton Bar lead 1-0. I think I heard one. Yeah, I think I heard timeout, and I think it's probably a good one. Take ready to go.
9-6 on the one.
Oh, and there it is again. That ball just hitting that white tape from Guh.
And
so
two match points.
10-6-1.
Another unforced error from Dizon, who struggled on this side going long on her serves. Koller, I think, will just get this one in. He does. Oh, but missed it. But smart play from him in terms of, okay, we're not going to give you this point from the serve. We're going to earn this point in the rally.
And I think that mistake from Megan was the fact that she was trying to go deep, you know, with the wind. Against the wind, it's hard to time it, hard to be precise.
Oh, what a point. Koller really testing Guh and Brascia, and they came out on top.
They did, but I would...
Oh, was that one going out?
I think so. But that's just too hard to let go. You're already leaning forward. You knew it was an opportunity.
Wow, nice attack from Guh. I don't think any of us expected that little flick.
No, and I like it because he didn't hit it too hard. He just had enough spin on it for the ball to drop and go over the net. So it's a 1-point game. See if they can make it 10-10.
What a shot. All of a sudden, it's 10-10. Lots of topspin on that. My bad, says Koller to his partner, Dizon. Return was a little short and set up for that. What a turnaround. Foot fault and a miss. Little frustration from Koller, who apologizes for kicking the ball. But all of a sudden, Martina, we've got a match point in the other direction. Down 8-3, and they now lead 11-10.
And
they do it on a missed return of serve. How about that? 49% chance to win. They didn't look like they were going to do it in the third game, but they came back down 3-8 and win it 12-10. What a turnaround.